What's the difference between complicated and complex? They're two words that often get used to mean the same thing, but they have very different meanings. And I'm going to tell you what they are. Now, this is our church organ. This is what I call complicated. I play the piano, but I have no idea how this works. Look at all of these levers and things that push in and pull out, and pedals and all of these things that make it work. But even more than that, if I had the right tools, which I don't, I could take this apart piece by piece, wire by wire, button by button, take all of the keys and pedals, all of the pulleys and couplers and rotors, take them all apart, lay them out on the church floor, and then, if I knew what I was doing, piece by piece, I could reassemble the whole thing, and it would look exactly the same as what it was in the first place. It's a complicated machine, but it could be put back together again. This is complex. This is mayonnaise. All it is eggs and oil mixed together. But once you've done that, there's absolutely nothing you can do to turn it back into eggs and oil again. It's complex, can't be undone. The partner organisations that All We Can work with are living in complex situations, places that have seen the ravages of war, the effects of climate change, disease, poverty, exploitation, gender inequality, lack of access to healthcare, lack of access to education. The list goes on. And many of these things have been happening for many, many, many years. In today's culture, we're often wanting to find quick fix solutions to very complex problems. You see it in the way that politics is done through sound bites and through social media, or maybe the conversations you overhear in cafes or in the pub. And in a sense, if you see that somebody is hungry, why wouldn't you want to feed them? And if you see they're homeless, why wouldn't you want to house them? But we also need to address the root causes, and that takes time. That's why All We Can takes the unique approach of working alongside our partners for years so that they can find the solutions from within their communities. As we journey through Lent, we're thinking about those people who are in these difficult wildernesses where these complex factors have created the situation that they're in now. We know, as tempting as it is, that short-term projects aren't going to bring about long-term change. We also know that we can't just come up with a fix. That takes time, but it also takes patience and trust as we work alongside partners who will find the solutions that work for them. So as we journey through Lent, we're focusing on the impact of regular giving to support our work, as this will enable us to work with partners in the long term, to support them to bring about long-lasting change. And so we're asking you to consider becoming a regular giver to support All We Can's work. But also in this time of Lent, we can consider when we find ourselves in a quick fix state of mind, maybe around issues we're facing in our churches or in our country. As we chat with people about these, could we help ourselves to see that many of these problems can't be fixed quickly? They are much more mayonnaise than that.